40 million Singapore dollars has been committed by the Philanthropy Asia Alliance and the first three pioneers of what's called the Community Initiative. Now, it includes the blue oceans, sustainable land use, and the holistic and inclusive education communities. This model allows members to scale impact more effectively and more quickly as well. This was announced at the Philanthropy Asia Summit. 5 climate and nature innovators have been selected from 139 submissions from 35 countries. Now, this aims to help startups become commercially viable and attain positive impact. Each will receive up to $250,000 in funding. There's also a new digital platform matching fund donors to businesses or projects with potential. And for more, we speak with Dawn Chan. She's CEO of the Centre for Impact Investing and Practices, and she's also Managing Director of Investments at Temasek Trust Capital. Dawn, welcome to the studio. It is good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so we are right in the middle. I mean, today is day one of the plenary session for the Philanthropy Asia Summit. What are you actually seeing at this year's event, though, that is perhaps different from other iterations, and or what excites you about this time around, and how philanthropy has changed in Asia?
Well, the good news is that, the interest has really grown exponentially. And what we're really excited about is that philanthropists are stepping up, looking at new models of doing philanthropy. So not just the traditional models of giving, but really, new business ideas, new business models where you can really accelerate impact at scale. So that's really what's exciting right now.
You've also got Coaxis, which has been launched formally. We've been talking about this for some months now, the sort of anticipation of it being launched. What kind of challenges do you anticipate it's going to solve?
There's actually 2. We all know that, there's not enough funding going towards the SDGs, towards impact, especially in Asia. There's still a massive funding gap when we think about what's needed to hit the 2030 target for the SDGs. So this platform really attempts to be infrastructure to help solve that funding gap. The other problem that it tries to solve is how do we actually build on capabilities? How do we share critical data, insights, best practices, and really try to accelerate impact at scale?
You want to be able to identify the right companies. I mean, it's impact focused, as you were saying.
Yes.
So you want to be able to identify and assess opportunities as well that funders can actually sort of, give them the right companies that they can support. Because, again, this may impact them personally. Different funders have different motivations, after all.
They do, and that's why we've sort of curated a list of over 70 projects from around the world, 40 countries, I think, at the last count. And they are clearly demarcated by what problems they're trying to solve. And part of the core of the platform is really around impact measurement and accountability. They have to sign up and say, this is what I'm going to be measuring in terms of outcomes, so that the funders know this is what my money is going to be put to use for, and what are the outcomes. So we hope to address that problem as well.
Well, the thing about the outcomes, though, is that at the very beginning of innovation, there may not be specific there are no certainties, right? So there is the hope, there's the potential.
Yes.
And the funders have to believe that there is that. They have to believe in the potential of that. How do you assure them of that? Or do they go in there knowing that there is some risk as well?
There is always risk. Just like, many projects, things happen along the way. But I think that's why we do want these projects and these innovators to do periodic reporting. And then that will also be very transparent to the funders to say, this is what's happening. As we go on and evolve and, build more functionalities along the platform, can we use technology to also, use alternative data to track this? That's something that we'll also be looking to explore.
Do you have a pipeline of these projects and startups that funders can actually sort of get interested in and get behind?
There are 70 already on the platform, and these range from social enterprises to research projects to impact ventures. So plenty of excitement, I think, for everyone.
We wish you all the very best with it, and also with the Philanthropy, the actual summit.
Yes,
it's a 3-day
so
summit, we understand. Thank you so much, Dawn, for coming into the studios and chatting to me about this. Dawn Chan there from the Centre for Impact Investing and Practices, and also from Temasek Trust Capital.